friends, welcome to the world of Companies Act 2013. I, Professor Kunal Shah, on behalf of JK Shah Classes, is over here to present you all the amendment lectures towards Companies Act 2013. Yes, in this lecture, we are going to cover the amendments which are given inside the revisionary test papers issued for December 2021 exams. Over here, this lecture will help you to make necessary changes inside your JK Shah Classes textbook. I hope so that you guys will be having a textbook called as JKS's textbook. So you need to make certain necessary changes in that textbook. However, all these amendments which we are going to talk about is already been covered in our revisionary lectures which are already been uploaded, So the revision lectures comprises of amendments as well, and now we have got a separate lecture only and only towards the amendment part. The very first changes you guys need to make inside your textbook is towards the provisions of a small company. Yes, my dear friends, section number 2, clause 85. Section number 2, clause 85 defines a small company. This you will find in your JKS's textbook, page number 11. This you will find in your JKS's textbook, page number 11. So you guys need to take out your page number 11 of JKS's textbook and make the necessary changes over there. See, the definition of the small company said that the paid up capital should not exceed 50 lakh rupees. Now instead of 50 lakh rupees, you need to make it as 2 crores. The turnover used to be of rupees not exceeding 2 crores, which now you need to change it and make it as 20 crores. So there is an amendment towards the limit part. The paid up capital should not now exceed 2 crores and the turnover should not now exceed 20 crores. See, this is the amendment that is towards the paid up capital and turnover of the small company, which shall not exceed 2 crore rupees and 20 crore rupees respectively. Okay. The next amendment is towards the listed company. This is a newly inserted provision. This is a newly inserted provision. If you guys come upon your JKS's textbook towards the concept of listed company, if you guys will come upon your JKS's textbook towards the concept of listed company, which is given on page number 14, See, what we used to understand that listed company is given under section 2 clause 52. That is a company whose securities are being listed on any recognized stock exchange. Whenever the securities of your company are being listed on any recognized stock exchange, then yes, your company is to be considered as a listed company. Just below this definition, you need to insert a new heading called as Rule 2A. You need to insert a new heading called as Rule 2A, wherein this section says that following class of companies should not be considered as listed companies. They have added this new provision. So this is an addition inside your textbook. You need to add it right below the concept of listed company. Over here, the lawmaker says that few classes of companies will not to be considered as a listed company now onwards. Which are those companies? So number 1, all those public companies which have not listed their equity shares on a recognized stock exchange, but they have listed their non-convertible debentures. They had issued these non-convertible debentures through private placement. But now onwards, those debentures which are being listed will not to be considered as a listed company. Okay, non-convertible redeemable preference shares which was been issued through private placement, and yes, both the categories of 1 and 2 above. It shall also not include a private company who have their securities listed called as non-convertible debentures. If a private company had issued a non-convertible debentures through a private placement, see, they had issued a non-convertible debentures through a private placement, and if they had listed those debentures, then now onwards it should not be considered as a listed company. And yes, it will also not include a public company whose securities are not listed on a recognized stock exchange, but they are listed on a stock exchange which is as per the provisions of section number 23 subsection 3. So these are the 3 points you need to add right below the concept of your listed company. Okay. The next changes which you need to make in your JKSS textbook is towards the concept of non-profit company. Non-profit company. The concept is given on page number 14, but the changes you guys need to make is under the penalty part, which is given on page number 17. So for this amendment, you need to make necessary changes in your JKSS textbook, page number 17. What are the changes you need to make over here? The changes is towards the penalty provision. See, whenever the provisions of section 8 is not been fulfilled, then yes, there used to be some kind of penalty for the contravention of the provision. There is a slight change inside that penalty. In fact, majority of changes in this RTP is towards the penalty provisions. Yes, majority of changes inside this RTP is towards the penalty provision. So over here, the words which were there called as imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years, that words has to be omitted, and the words which was calling as 25 lakh rupees or with both, then in that case we have to just write it down as 25 lakh rupees. We need to remove the word called as both. See, in your JKSS textbook, page number 17, you will come across something called as the penalty or punishment in contravention of this provision. If a company makes any default in complying with any of the requirements laid down in this section, the company shall be punishable with a fine varying from 10 lakh rupees to 1 crore rupees. Okay. The directors and every officer of company who is in default shall be punishable. See, now remove this word, shall be punishable with an imprisonment for the term of 3 years. This word has to be removed. The imprisonment part has to be removed. With a fine varying from 25,000 rupees to 25 lakh rupees. Bas. You have to also remove the words or with both. So this is a slight change which is there inside your section 8. Okay. The next amendment is under your one person company. The next amendment is under the concept of one person company, and there are few major changes inside the concept of one person company. In your JKSS textbook, you will come across the concept of one person company on page number 9. You will come across the concept of one person company on page number 9. So this is an amendment, this is the changes which we need to make under JKSS textbook, page number 9. Okay. What is the amendment mean about over here? If you guys remember, then we have already discussed this thing during our regular lectures, that whenever you are a member of a one person company or you are a nominee of a one person company, whenever you are a member of a one person company or whenever you are a nominee of a one person company, then yes, you need to be a natural person, you need to be a citizen of India, and you need to be resident of India. But now the recent amendment says that whether you are resident in India or otherwise, which means even if you are a non-resident Indian, you are allowed to incorporate a one person company. So resident in India, and you have to add the words called as or otherwise. You need to add the words called as or otherwise. Okay, one more change. Over here, when I talk about resident of India, then the provision was about 182 days, but now it is to be made as 120 days. So over here, instead of 182 days, you have to make it as 120 days. You have to make it as 120 days. These are the changes which will be reflected on your page number 10 to be more precise. These are the changes which will be reflected in your page number 10 to be more precise. Okay. And one more amendment is there. This says that sub rule number 7 shall be omitted. And what is sub rule number 7? It is about conversion of a one person company, which means this entire paragraph which is there on page number 10 has to be now omitted. See, so this last point in your JKSS textbook towards one person company should now be omitted. Okay, so these are the changes towards one person company, non-profit company, small company, and also a changes towards our concept called as listed company. Okay, over here let us go on to chapter number 3, which is about prospectus and allotment of securities. However, there are few more changes in chapter number 2, but we will cover it in a short period of time. But let us first cover chapter number 3, that is about prospectus and allotment of securities. So for these changes, you need to come upon your JKSS textbook page number 60. I'll just make a note over here. JKSS textbook page number 60. I will repeat. All these amendments are already been covered in your revisionary lectures, which are already been uploaded. If someone does not want to have a look upon the revisionary lectures, they just want to make the changes inside the textbook, then for them specially a different lecture has been kept wherein you guys can make necessary changes in your textbook as well. Okay, see, on page number 60, the provision is actually about section number 26, which is towards prospectus and allotment of securities. The major change over here is towards the punishment in contravention of the provisions of section number 26. What is the change over here? The change over here says that the words with imprisonment, which may extend up to 3 years, shall be omitted, and the words which are there called as 3 lakh rupees or with both, it should be substituted with the words called as 3 lakh rupees. So over here, we need to make the changes inside the penalty part, wherein the penalty says fine of rupees 50,000 up to rupees 3 lakhs, that's proper. Just remove the words imprisonment and just remove the last part, both fine and imprisonment, which means now there will be only and only a monetary penalty in case of default of section number 26. The next changes we need to make is upon section number 40. Section number 40 is towards the allotment of securities. Section number 40 is towards the allotment of securities, which you will find in your JKSS textbook page number 71. JKSS textbook page number 71. Okay. Over here, the words with imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 1 year shall be omitted. Okay. So over here, we had written down the words called as imprisonment up to 1 year. This will be removed. It is been omitted. Okay. And the words 3 lakh rupees or with both should be substituted with the words called as 3 lakh rupees. It should be substituted with the words called as 3 lakh rupees. So this penalty will also be only and only towards the monetary part. So yes, we have completed the amendments towards chapter number 1, and we have also completed the amendments towards chapter number 3 of our JKSS textbook. Now we will be going upon chapter number 4, that is share capital and debentures. Chapter number 4, that is share capital and debentures. However, there are two provisions inside this chapter which we have actually completed in our chapter number 2, that is the provision towards diminution of share capital and reduction of share capital. It is a part of chapter number 4, but in our JKSS textbook, we have covered that part in our chapter number 2 when we were understanding a topic called as alteration of capital clause. So over here, let us first make the changes towards the provision of section number 48 of Companies Act 2013. So the changes you need to make is in your JKSS textbook page number 85. JKSS textbook page number 85. A very simple change over here. Under section number 48, subsection 5 shall be omitted, and subsection 5 was towards the penalty part. So this entire penalty is now to be omitted. This entire penalty is now to be omitted. So very small change under section number 48. The next provision is about section number 56, that is about transfer and transmission of shares. The concept of transfer and transmission of share you will come across in your JKSS textbook on page number 99. On page number 99, you will come across a concept called as transfer of shares, that is section number 56, transfer and transmission of securities. Over here, the lawmaker says where any default is made in complying with the provision of subsection 1 to subsection 5, means any provision towards section number 56 is been contravened, then in that case the company as well as every officer of the company who is in default shall be liable to a penalty of rupees 50,000. Shall be liable to a penalty of rupees 50,000. So you can just make a note over here. You can just make a note over here, and you can write, if the provisions are been contravened, if the provisions of section number 56 are been contravened, then in such case the company as well as officer in default will be liable to a penalty of rupees 50,000. Then there is a penalty of rupees 50,000 upon company as well as officer in default. Okay. The next change is towards the provisions of section number 59. In your JKSS textbook, you will come across the provision of section number 59 on page number 90. On page number 90. That is about rectification of register of members on transfer of securities. What is the change under section number 59? The lawmaker says subsection 5 shall be omitted, and subsection 5 of section number 59 was about the penalty part, which means this entire penalty has now to be omitted. This entire penalty has now to be omitted. The concept is given on page number 90. But the changes we need to make is on page number 91. The changes which we need to make is on page number 91. The next amendment is towards the provisions of section number 68. Section number 68 is towards the buyback of securities. Over here, even in section number 68, there is a change towards the penalty provisions. The provision used to be having about the words called as imprisonment, which may extend up to 3 years, which is now to be omitted, and the words 3 lakh rupees or with both should be substituted with the words called as 3 lakh rupees. This you will find in your JKSS textbook, page number 98. JKSS textbook, page number 98. Okay. Over here, the penalty towards the imprisonment part has to be removed, and the words or both has to be now removed. So over here there is only and only a monetary penalty. There is only and only a monetary penalty. Okay. The next is about section number 71, which is about debentures. Section number 71, which is about debentures. Okay. In the provisions of debentures, the subsection 11 shall be omitted, and subsection 11 is towards the penalty provision. So over here in your JKSS textbook, on page number 112, in your JKSS textbook, page number 112, you need to just strike off this penalty part. You need to just strike off this penalty part. Okay. The next amendment is towards the provision of section number 62, which is about further issue of share capital, wherein under the heading called as right shares, which you will find in your JKS's textbook, page number 92, which you will find in your JKS's textbook, page number 92. See, what is the change over here? Over here the words written are less than 15 days, which should be added with the words called as or such lesser number of days as may be prescribed, and this is a new insertion of words. So over here under this point, where you find the words called as give him at least 15 days, along with these words you need to add the new words called as or such lesser number of days as may be prescribed. So or such lesser number of days, which will be prescribed. These are the words which are newly inserted. Under section number 62. No change towards the provisions of chapter number 5, that is deposits. However, there are some changes in chapter number 6, but wait on. Over here we are left out with two more changes in chapter number 4, that is section number 64 and section number 66. However, both of this provision you will come across in your JKS's textbook under chapter number 2. These provisions we have covered under chapter number 2. That is a chapter called as Incorporation of a Company and Matters Incidental thereto. The very first change is towards section number 64, which you will find in your JKS's textbook on page number 42. Chapter 2, JKS's textbook, page number 42. Okay. Section number 64, the changes are: for the words 1000 rupees, the words 500 rupees shall be substituted. Okay. So over here, the words 1000 will be struck off and it will be made it as 500 rupees. Okay. For the words or 5 lakh rupees, whichever is less, the words subject to a maximum of 5 lakh rupees in case of a company and 1 lakh rupees in case of officer in default shall be substituted. Okay. So we have to just remove the words whichever is less along with the words 5 lakhs, and we need to write down in case of company maximum penalty 5 lakh rupees. In case of company, maximum penalty is 5 lakh rupees. Whereas in case of an officer in default, the maximum penalty is of 1 lakh rupees. Okay, the last change over here is under section number 66. Says subsection 11 shall be omitted, which was towards the penalty part, which is to be omitted. Section number 66, towards the end, the penalty part is to be omitted. Over here we have successfully completed the amendments of chapter number 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the changes are being made as per the RTPs issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. No change is required to be made in case of chapter number 5, that is deposits. Now let us go on to the next chapter, that is chapter number 6, that is registration of charges. And there is one single change inside the penalty provision that is there in section number 86 of Companies Act 2013. Over here, the lawmaker says, if any company is in default in complying with any of the provisions of this chapter, then the company shall be liable to a penalty of 5 lakh rupees. Okay. And every officer of the company who is in default shall be liable to a penalty of 50,000 rupees only. So there was a huge penalty which was been given under the previous law. Now you need to make the changes in your JKS's page number 143. You need to make the necessary changes in your JKS's textbook page number 143. JKSC textbook page 143. 143. For a company, the penalty is of rupees 5 lakhs, and for every officer in default, the penalty is of rupees 50,000. So over here, in case of a company, instead of minimum 1 lakh up to 10 lakhs, you have to remove these words and you have to write it down as 5 lakh rupees. Okay. For every officer in default, instead of the word 25,000 up to 1 lakh, you need to write down the words called as 50,000 rupees. And yes, the penalty towards the imprisonment part and both wala part has to be removed, Okay. So that was a small change in chapter number 6, that was about registration of charges. Yes. The next chapter, that is chapter number 7, management and administration. There are many penalties in this chapter which have now been changed, and the new penalties are being introduced. Let us see where are the changes are required to be made. The very first change is required to be made in section number 88 of Companies Act 2013. Under section number 88, the penalty has been changed. If the provisions of section number 88 are being contravened, then the company will be liable to a penalty of rupees 3 lakh, and every officer of the company who is in default shall be liable to a penalty of rupees 50,000 rupees. The changes you need to make is on JKSIS textbook page number 149. JKSIS textbook page number 149. Over here, you have to just remove this penalty and you need to write down the word stating that in case of a company, the penalty is of rupees 3 lakhs, whereas in case of officer in default, the penalty is rupees 50,000. The penalty is rupees 50,000. Okay. The next change we have to make it is under section number 89 of Companies Act 2013. See, under section number 89, there used to be 2 penalties. Yes, the 2 penalties are still there, but the amount of penalty has got changed. Under section number 89, any person who fails to make a declaration which is required under the provisions of section number 89, then such person will be liable to pay a penalty of 50,000 rupees. In case of continuing failure, further penalty of rupees 200 each day, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 5 lakhs. So we need to make the necessary changes in our JKSIS textbook. JKSIS textbook page number 151. Okay. Over here, the flat penalty is of 50,000 rupees. Additionally, it is 200 rupees per day, subject to maximum of rupees 5 lakh. Subject to maximum of rupees 5 lakh. Okay. Over here, if the company makes any kind of default in filing the return with the ROC, then in that case the company will be asked to pay a penalty of rupees 1,000 per day, during which the failure continues, subject to maximum of 5 lakh rupees in case of a company, and subject to maximum 2 lakh rupees in case of officer in default. Okay. So over here, in case of a company, the penalty is 1,000 rupees per day for the failure being continued. Okay. The company will be asked to pay a maximum penalty of rupees 5 lakhs. See, the company will be asked to pay a maximum penalty of rupees 5 lakhs. An officer in default will be asked to pay a maximum penalty. OID stands for officer in default. OID stands for officer in default. The maximum penalty for OID, that is officer in default, will be rupees 2 lakh. Okay. So you need to remove this word 500. You need to remove this further rupees 1,000. So over here, under section number 89, you need to make 2 changes inside the penalty provision. The next change is under section number 90. Under section number 90, the changes you need to make is under JKSIS textbook page number 153. See, under page number 153, you will come across 3 different penalties. However, the changes is required to be made only and only under penalty number 1 and penalty number 2. In penalty number 1, You need to write down the words called as 50,000 rupees. 50,000 plus 1,000 per day when the failure continues, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 2 lakhs. Subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 2 lakhs. Okay. In the third penalty, you need to remove this entire thing, and then you need to write, in case of a company, the penalty is of rupees 1 lakh plus, if the default continues, 500 rupees per day, subject to maximum penalty of rupees 5 lakhs. In case of officer in default, the penalty is 25,000 rupees plus 200 rupees per day, subject to maximum penalty of rupees 1 lakh. Subject to maximum penalty of rupees 1 lakh. So yes, my dear friends, we have also covered the amendments which was there under section number 90 of Companies Act 2013. The next changes we have to make it is under section number 92 of Companies Act 2013. Under section number 90, we need to make the change. The very first change in our JKS's textbook, page number 155. So if you come upon the penalty part, there are two different penalties, and yes, we need to change these penalties. And what are the new penalties? The new penalties over here says that for the words 50,000, the words 10,000 shall be substituted, which means now the flat penalty will be of rupees 10,000. Okay. Over here, instead of the word 5 lakh rupees, the word 2 lakhs in case of a company and 50,000 in case of officer in default should be substituted. Okay. So flat penalty of 10,000 is there, plus 100 rupees per day. There is no change over here. 100 rupees per day remains the same. In case of a company, the maximum penalty will be 2 lakh rupees. And in case of officer in default, the maximum penalty will be rupees 50,000. Okay. Over here, the next change which we have to make over here is that the words punishable with fine shall not be less than 50,000 rupees, but which may extend to 5 lakh rupees. The words liable to a penalty of 2 lakh rupees should be substituted. So instead of here, we just need to write down the words liable, that is liable to a penalty of 2 lakh rupees. Liable to a penalty of 2 lakh rupees. Okay. A very small change in section number 105. In section number 105, they say that instead of the word punishable, you need to just write down the word called as liable. Okay. The next change is under section number 117 of Companies Act 2013. This you will come across in your JKS's textbook. Page number 191 of your JKS's textbook. There was a huge paragraph under point number G, which was towards the penalty part. In case of a company, there used to be a different penalty. In case of officer who is in default, there used to be a different penalty. So the penalty part has got changed. Okay. The lawmaker over here says that the penalty upon the company shall be 10,000 rupees. The penalty will be now onwards 10,000 rupees. Okay. Plus for the continuing failure, it will be 100 rupees per day, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 2 lakhs. Okay. 100 rupees per day, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 2 lakhs. Okay. So this words 25 lakhs has to be removed, 500 has to be removed. Okay. In case of officer in default, including liquidator of the company, so you need to write down the words called as including liquidator. Okay. And what is the new penalty? The new penalty is 10,000 rupees, and in case of continuing failure, 100 rupees per day, subject to maximum penalty of rupees 50,000. So now the new penalty says it should be 10,000 rupees. Okay. For the continuing default 100 rupees per day, subject to maximum penalty is now 50,000 instead of 5 lakhs. It is now 50,000 instead of 5 lakhs. Under section number 89, you need to insert one new clause. This is the new clause which you need to insert, and the new clause says that central government may by notification exempt any class or classes of persons from complying with the requirements of section number 89. Whatsoever is the exemption given to a class or classes of person, such exemption may be given in public interest, and such exemptions can be granted either unconditionally or subject to certain conditions. So the last point you have to add under section number 89 says that central government will be granting some kind of exemption to certain class or classes of person, and such exemptions will be granted only and only for some kind of public interest. However, whenever such exemptions are being granted, it will be granted without any conditions, or it can also be granted with the fulfillment of certain conditions which will be prescribed by lawmaker from time to time. Okay. Under section number 117 again, under section number 117, if you guys have seen this point number F, then yes, under point number F, they have specified upon which companies it is not applicable. So now you need to add these words that it is not applicable to a banking company, it is not applicable to NBFCs which are been registered under chapter number 3B, and it is also not applicable upon any housing finance company which has been registered under National Housing Bank Act 1987. So these 3 points you need to add just below your point number F, and you should say that this provision is not applicable upon such companies. It is not applicable upon such companies. Okay. There is one more change in your section number 92. There is one more change in your section number 92. Section number 92, clause number C shall be omitted. See, there will be a word called as indebtedness. See, in your JKS's textbook, page number 154. The word indebtedness should be omitted. Okay, so this is to be omitted. Okay. In point number J, this word should be omitted. Okay. So you don't require to give any kind of details. Okay. Okay. Over here you need to add these words that in case of one person company, the form will be MGT 7A. The form will be MGT 7A. And this will be for case of one person company as well as small company or other classes of companies which may be prescribed from the lawmaker from time to time. The next amendment is in your chapter number 8, that is declaration and payment of dividend. One single change, that is a change in your section number 124, wherein the penalty has got changed. The penalty has got changed. You need to make the changes in your JKS's textbook, page number 207, and the new penalty says in case of a company the maximum penalty will be 1 lakh rupees plus till the time the default continues 500 rupees per day, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 10 lakhs. However, in case of officer in default, the maximum penalty will be of rupees 25,000. Till the time the default continues, it will be of rupees 100 per day, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 2 lakhs. The next change you have to make is in your chapter number 9, that is accounts of companies. The very first change you have to make it is under section number 128 of Companies Act 2013, which you will find in your JKS's textbook, page number 217. JKS's textbook, page number 217. Over here, only and only the monetary penalty will be prevailing. The imprisonment part will get removed. The imprisonment part will get removed. Only and only the monetary penalty will be now prevailing. Yes, my dear friends, all these amendments are already been covered in our revisionary lectures as well. But however, if the students wants to make a specific change in a specific part of the textbook, for them this entire video has been uploaded. The next change we have to make it is under section number 134. Section number 134 of Companies Act 2013 will be there in your JKS's textbook, page number. It will be there in your JKS's textbook, page number 235. There are two penalties wherein these penalties will now get changed. Okay, so what is the change required to be made? First of all, just make a note over here, JKS's textbook, page number 235. So over here you will come across two penalties, and the penalties which you need to change over here, that in case of a company the maximum penalty is 3 lakh rupees, and for officer in default it will be 50,000 rupees. So you need to just cut down everything, and in case of a company it is 3 lakh rupees, and in case of officer in default it is 50,000 rupees. The last change we have to make it is under section number 137, which will come across in your JKS's textbook number 247. This change you will have to make it in your JKS's textbook, page number 247. Okay, you will come across two penalties over here. The revised penalty in case of a company should be rupees 10,000 plus 100 rupees per day for the failure getting continued, subject to a maximum penalty of rupees 2 lakhs in case of a company. And in the second penalty, instead of the word 1 lakh, it has to be now made it as 10,000. 100 rupees per day for the continued default remains the same, and instead of the word 5 lakh, it should be made as 50,000. It should be made it as 50,000. So yes, my dear friends, we have covered every amendment which was been there inside your RTP. However, one single amendment has been left out, that is towards section number 135, and we are going to upload a different lecture for section number 135 itself, because there are many things which have got revised under section number 135. So we will be uploading a full-fledged lecture only and only for the provisions of section number 135, that is towards corporate social responsibility. So yes, my dear friends, this video was only and only to make you guys in an easy position so that you can make necessary changes in your JKS's textbook. Howsoever, all such amendments are already been covered in our revisionary lectures as well. So I hope so you guys will be making the necessary changes in your textbook. That's all towards the amendment part. All the best, study well. Thank you so much.